So have you been listening to us for a little while? You sort of get the gist of what we're about here. You are source energy, and mostly you don't know that, because you are source energy personified. You're source energy in a person who has beliefs hinders your connection to your source. So you were non-physical before you became physical, but even though you're physical, you're still non-physical. Got that? So if you accept that there are these two throbbing, thriving aspects of you, human you and non-physical you, and then you begin to understand that there is a relationship between you and you. We don't want to create split personalities in you. Your inner being is what we call that non-physical greater self. It is consciousness. It is consciousness aware of you. Some of you may want to call it your soul or your source. It existed before part of that consciousness came into this body, and it exists now that part of that consciousness is in this body. But you came as consciousness into this body with absolute free will to create your own reality. Others can influence you, and you let that happen far more than is good for you, because you often care more about what others who are physical like you running around looking real. You can see them. They are vivid in your experience, and you care far too much what they think of you. And the reason you do is because they're thinking about you, because they're weak. What we really mean by that is they care too much about what you think, and you care too much about you think. So you run around caring about what each other think, and you make yourselves crazy, because there's not one of them who can understand you even close to who you really are. You don't have the basis, the capacity, and we don't mean mental capacity, but we do mean mental capacity. You do not have the ability to understand any other people. You make mistakes, you make misjudgments, you misunderstand them, you get your nose in their business. We think Facebook should be called Nosebook. You give them so much attention, and in the doing of it, you make miscalculations about what they think, or even worse, you know what they think, and what they think is bogus. They judge you, they evaluate you, they compare you, they want to be like you, they want to be nothing like you, they need you to change in this way and this way and this way, and everyone you look at wants something different from you, and they all make you nuts. Say that better. You all let them make you nuts. You let them make you nuts, because we love you so much. We do. You seek mutuality with them. You want them to get you. So you try to be, when you're with them, the way they need you to be. And oh, it is so hard on you when there are two of them that want something different from you, and you're all in the same place. That's hard. So you try to control who you hang with. You try to control their compatibility, because you are attempting to continue to perpetuate a belief within yourself that is never going to work out for you. You want to please them, and you want to be pleased by them. And so you stand on your head in all kinds of different ways, and you try to affect all kinds of control over them, and none of it really gets you anywhere. And in the meantime, you're missing out on the true mutuality that you were born to look for. Really, what we're wanting to help you with is how to benefit from the magnificent others around you, and that includes all of them. All of them help you in the creation of that which is you. You've got free will. You are here to create. You are here to have a new experience with new contrast in order to create new things. That's what we all signed on for. And your part is sift and sort and decide. You, on the other hand, we love you so much, you deviate all over the place, because you're not seeking mutuality with your desire. You're looking around to see what other humans think about it. How do you like me now? 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 Not that much. Can you change a little more for me? You'd be different. You'd be perfect. That's what you keep saying to each other. I just need a slightest little adjustment from you. And as soon as you make it, then they need another slight little adjustment. And then you make that, and then they need another slight little adjustment. And before you know it, you don't feel like you have free will, because you've given it away to what somebody who is never going to be pleased. Not really. Not if they're looking for love in that place. If they're looking for their harmony with the changes that you're willing to make for them, good luck. That's never going to work out well. Are you under the influence of what other people think about you, who aren't even that interested, or who don't really understand, or who want you to be a little different so that they will feel a little better? In other words, what influence are you under? If you're trying to please someone else, sometimes it works out for a little while. When someone in human form is tuned in, tapped in, turned on, they're all in alignment with who they are, and they're holding you as their object of attention. Ooh, it feels so good to you, because they are sort of like a source energy beamed down from a satellite dish, and there they are in human form, holding you as their object of attention. But don't count on them to stay there. They can't do it. It's not their job to do it. They're not as interested in you as you want them to be. You're not their job. They are their own job. And so when you find someone, no matter how lovely they are, and you ask them, you've got responsibility to stay tuned into whatever it is, so that anytime you look at me, you give me what I need. Good luck with that. And when they don't, then you blame them. And then they blame you back. And then you blame them back. And then they blame you back. And then you blame them back. And then fortunately you go to sleep and you break this cycle of all of that. Then the question is, when you wake up the next morning, do you pick up those old beliefs that are in your way? You're getting the gist of this, aren't you?